Okay, we'll get started. It's the official post-race press conference from Round 7 of Monster Energy Supercross in U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis, Minnesota. There was an awesome crowd tonight, 50,721 people. We'll have 10 minutes for the 250 class, 10 minutes for the 450 class, and then a 20-minute scrum with Hampshire, Cincerillo, Seeley, Millsaps, and Anderson. But for first, we're going to bring up the 250 podium. Third place finisher, Rockstar Energy Husqvarna Zach Osborne. Second place finisher, Troy Designs Red Bull KTM's Jordon Smith. And winner of the 250 class, Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki's Joey Savatgy. All right, third place, Zach. You had a good day, fastest in qualifying. You were charging there in the main event, made a mistake, but I know you wanted the victory bad. But to get your season started off with the podium finish, you have to feel good.
Yeah, I feel good about tonight. I felt good all day and just kind of gelled with the track. There wasn't a whole lot of flow, but I seemed to kind of find it early and quick. And in the main, I just made a little bit of a bonehead mistake and somehow got into neutral right there. Our bike's almost impossible to get into neutral even when you're trying, so it's kind of strange that I got into it. But yeah, I got into neutral, tipped over, and then I still managed to get third, so I'm happy.
Well, congratulations. Jordon Smith, you got the whole shot. You led it for 9 laps. You showed impressive speed at the beginning of the main event. I know you were thinking about victory, but, things kind of got wild, but you held your own. New year, new team. You got to be happy with second place.
Yeah, for sure. I struggled all day, like in practice and stuff. I just didn't have the speed there and got tangled up with a few people in the heat race and barely made it through in the heat. And I knew I just needed to get a good start there. The track was really one line, so I knew it was going to be tough to pass. So I got a really good start from the outside and just tried to hit my lines and try and stay clear of the lappers. It was pretty tough out there with all the ruts and stuff. But overall, it was a good first race, and just glad to get out here with a good finish.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Joey, the big winner. You kind of had to carry the flag for the team. They did really good on the West Coast. So coming into this, obviously the bike's working well for you guys. But your stamina looked amazing. You weren't even sweating after the main event. So your confidence has to be super high to start the season with a big victory.
Yeah, like you said, a little bit of added pressure with Justin going 4 in a row. But all in all, it's good to get out of here. It was going to be nice to get out of here with a podium, but to get the win is also a little bit sweeter. Didn't really feel awesome all day. Struggled with bike setup, and even in the main event, kind of struggled with getting something together. Track seemed tight in there, so it was hard to get a rhythm going. But all in all, it was a good night. It's hard to complain when you're up here, and just gotta try to keep it going.
Well, congratulations. You'll take the red plate to Atlanta. We'll open up the floor to questioning. Name and media affiliation, please.
Brad Gebhardt, Big MX Radio. Jordan, first 9 laps you led it. Where was the comfort level for you?
Yeah, I felt pretty good, especially at the first 5 laps. And then I don't know what lap it was, maybe like 6 or 7. I got together pretty good with a lapper. And that kind of made me get a little tight for a few laps, and I knew that I wasn't the fastest guy. Joey was right behind me, and Zach was catching us. So I just tried to get, see their lines and try to pick up on what they were doing and figure out their speed.
Jim Kimball, Motocross Action. Zach, that first lap early into it, there was a downed rider, and it definitely held you up quite a bit. I was thinking, oh man, his night's going to be really ruined, but you really proved you have a lot of stamina and speed coming back from that.
Yeah, I was actually right there on the start, maybe second or third, fourth, and someone went down in front of me at the end of the rhythm lane before the triple, and I kind of had to make some evasive maneuvers to get around it, and then I think I was like 5th or 6th and just kind of started to plug away after a few laps, and I kind of let it sort out a little bit, and then tried to just dig for a little while, and then I made a mistake, and still it was an okay race. I feel like my stamina and my speed are good, and I've been training with Alden Baker this winter, and Ryan and Marvin and Jason, and they push me every day, so it's kind of a standard deal to be in a situation all the time. So for me, it was just kind of like being at home.
Michael Antonovich with Transworld Motocross. This is for all three of you. It's been a while since you raced. Joey, last summer, same for Zach. Jordon, you raced in the fall. Was it hard to find that flow again after so much time off, or was it, it came back pretty quickly?
No, I think for us, this was like A1, so a lot of jitters and I don't want to say rust, but a lot of little mistakes that I think as the races go on we'll be able to eliminate. But all in all, I was glad to be back. Watching at home kind of gets boring and gets you itching to go. But like you said, we took that time off and we had that break. But all in all, a little bit of rust and. But like I said, little mistakes as the races go on. I think we'll eliminate those and we'll be good.
Yeah, like Joey said, it's good to be back at the races, but it definitely took me a while today to get going. The track was I've never really rode a Supercross track at a race like this, so it was tough to get dialed in today for me. And I've been riding at MTF, and we have a lot of good guys there, and so we kind of get into a race situation, but getting onto a racetrack and the stadium and stuff, there's nothing really like that. So it's good to get back to the races.
Yeah, for me, it's good. I got bored after about 2 weeks of watching West Coast on TV, so I was ready to go. I feel like this dirt is strange for them to build with. I think it's crusty on top, and then it's really soft underneath, so I think it's hard for them to do like a really good finish job with it. So it was kind of almost more like a press day track, real square and didn't have a lot of feel. Yeah, it was a little bit strange for a first race, but I felt all in all it was just good to be racing again.
Steve Giberson from Vital MX. Jordon, you talked about struggling in the morning. What was the turnaround for you?
Yeah, I think it was just getting out to a good start, I had been, a lot of the struggles I had in practice and stuff was just the track was so tight, it was hard for guys on their slow lap to get out of the way, and I could just never really get a good flow. And then in the heat race, I didn't get the best start, but I kind of made some good moves in the first couple corners and got into fifth there, and then it was just really tough to get past the two guys that were in front of me. I'm not sure who they were, and I just couldn't get around them, and then I ended up getting together with one of them and fell back to 10th place, I think, and went to 9th and then back to 10th and passed for the qualifying position on the last lap. It's just a lot of traffic out there, and that main event I got off to a really good start and just kind of rode my own race and picked up on some of the lines, and it was pretty good.
Aaron Hansel with Racer X. Jordon, on that last lap, could you feel Zach coming in behind you hot there, and if you did it affect the way you were riding?
Yeah, I could definitely feel him. He was right there, and he was still pushing pretty good, and I could tell that he was. And we got into some lap riders, and the lappers were really tough tonight. And I kind of made a stupid mistake there in the last turn. I went wide instead of just going up the inside, and he got close right there. But just have to learn from that and not make that mistake again for sure.
Way to go, Chase. You shut it off.
Sorry, guys. Chase Yoakum, Moto X Addicts. Zach, take us through that double dragon back section. You were doing something completely different than anybody else on the track. How difficult was that?
For me, it was the easiest thing. I did it the way they did it a couple times, and I just felt like it was more consistent for me to do the over and then triple out into the corner, and it was kind of my go-to, I feel like. The other way, I got it a couple times good and a couple times not that good, so I knew that I could do that for the whole race, and I felt like I had it pretty dialed in, so I just kind of elected to go that way, and I don't feel like it was any faster or slower either way. Maybe sometimes I gained a little and sometimes I lost a little, so it was just what I felt was more consistent for me.
Brad Gebhardt, Big MX here. Zach, you ended up making 2 passes right in front of the whoops there. Seemed like a tough track to make passes on. Was this pretty much the only scenario to make a pass, was to sacrifice the next section?
Maybe not the next section, but maybe the guy in front of you. I mean, I was pretty aggressive on both passes, and that was kind of the only way. I took Jordon and RJ both across every rut to make it happen. But there wasn't a whole lot of moving going on. With a lot of 90-degree turns, it's hard to really set something up. It keeps the speed high, and you just have to make it happen when you can.
All right, gentlemen, the 250 East, the game is on. Congratulations on your podium finishes. Joey, congratulations on the victory. We'll see you guys in Atlanta. Enjoy the rest of your evening.